Hey, hey, hey. How's it going, everybody? Maddie G, how's it going? Hope your day was doing well. Antalgic, hope your day is going well. How are you doing? I'm slightly disappointed today. I was expecting 2 packages, only one showed up, and the other one somehow said it would be here tomorrow. Jesse, you made it! It's so good to see you. I miss you both. And hope you're doing well. How are you? I'm just taking care of a real quick thing on my nails here. And then I'll have a little bit of story time while I sip my coffee and solve these monstrosities. So good to be here. Oh, it's so good to have you here. It's so good to see you. I feel like it's been way too long. And part of that is my fault, honestly. I feel like I fell off just going back to nights at work. I'm just so exhausted all the time. And today, I woke up a little bit later than usual, which I'm all for. I'm all for. But then I started feeling yucky. I started feeling a little bit icky a little bit later on in the day, and I was like, And I was kind of caught in that between like, I don't know if I should eat or like avoid eating anything. So it was a weird happy medium, but I did decide to eat something, and I am feeling slightly better, although I will say my tummy is still a little angry. But it felt weird not to go live tonight, and I know tomorrow is just going to be a little bit busier and not give me the opportunity to push it to tomorrow, so I apologize that I did have it a little bit later today. Was definitely not my intention. No worries at all. It's good to see you, Matt. Hey, Leanne. Hey-o. I hope you're doing well. So sorry to hear that package. Wow, looking cube you got there. Oh, this one? Yeah, this is a mirror cube. This is what a mirror cube looks like. And instead of colors, you pretty well look at it by shape. I really hope that you start feeling better too. Something is definitely in the air, and I do want you all to be careful, wash your hands, stay safe. Be careful. Be careful who's sneezing on you, especially with all those that work with small children. I did want to give a huge shout out. Due to last stream, we ended at 656 subs, and it blew my mind. Blows my mind. I looked at it because I was like, let me see if there was anything that I can notice, Alien, and honestly, no, it was perfect, exactly the same way. The only thing I noticed is it didn't have my last name, but I don't think any of them did. So, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, sending it to somewhere that was not me. What, California, and then back? I really appreciate you, Alien. Yeah, we've all been kind of under the weather. You don't know my last name? Well, we'll change that, Alien. I'm sorry for that. I'll give you my last name to make sure that it helps. Oh, okay, that makes sense, considering it would probably go that way. So yeah, let's give this a solve. So the thing I was hoping was going to be here today didn't show up today. I did get another box of the Mirrorverse Disney cards. And Jess, I don't know if you were here when I was opening the Disney cards, so I will go through the ones that we have. just so that everybody that wasn't here when I was opening them can see them. And I did get another box of those to see if we can pull that $1,250 Mickey card. That would be pretty cool. And something a little bit different. In the meantime, I did stumble upon a box of mail from Bro Rips, and I realized I isolated that entire box to Japanese 151. So this is actually Japanese 151. It is all in order, and yes, I do have the Zapdos SAR, which did climb in price, surprisingly. Yes, absolutely. But you know me and the artwork, Alien, so you can do no wrong with any cards with great art. I'll always be there to watch them being open. I even quite thoroughly enjoy those card caper cards they have. Even though I've never watched the show myself, yeah, it is really cool to see them. This one here, see what that does. Put it over here. Yep, that works. This one's got to come way over there. Like that. And then we need our last guy. There he is. There we go. Got our cross. Let's solve. Little brick. There's a littler brick than that. There we go. I want to say go watch Card Capers, but I think he started on the Dollville really young. Yeah, that's how I felt about a lot of the Harry Potter stuff. Kevin crew, hope y'all are doing well. I'm hiding in the background, JB. No worries at all, man. It's just so good to see you, and I appreciate you being here, regardless. We're not going to get into too much tonight. I'm going to sleeve, and we're going to go through all the 151 that I have. And that's a good way to kind of catalog, as well as call out what I still need, in case anybody has any reverse hollows or Pokeballs that they're looking to get rid of one day. But it's more so that I was able to get the one thing that did show up today was a brand new binder. And the binder itself is a zippy binder, so only the best of the best sets, in my opinion, go in there. And I gave it a long, hard thought, and I think 151 is going to be the set that over time is going to appreciate the most. And that's just my personal opinion. Does anybody disagree? I'm just curious. No need to start debates. I was just curious what everybody thinks. Man, I think I need a magnetic mirror cube next, because that would be a little bit easier to manage. There. Take this guy. Just like that. That should be our bottom. Alright. We getting there. We getting there. Desperately want a cube binder, but everything is ring binder. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you don't have the built-in page side loader binders there, Alien? Going with my gut. Yeah, goat's right. There we go. I'll show you all the binder that I got for him here in a minute. So I have decided that the 151 is going to be what this is going to fill. And now it comes down to how I'm going to organize it, because I do know that there are regulars, reverse Pokeballs, and reverse Master Balls of each basic card. So do I want to have 3 per every 1 Pokemon? And right now I think that's exactly what I'm looking to do. I find them occasionally, but they're always black. I found one cute used Game and Jack one online once, but generally the shiny costs as much as the buy. Yeah, that makes sense. The shipping, yeah. And I will say that Stafford gave me an amazing idea. I hope he pops in, but Stafford has been utilizing his neon paint markers and things like that to decorate his black binders however he wants. And being an artist yourself, I can kind of see you doing that yourself, to just get the black ones and then decorate them however you want to. Shout out Stafford, talented individual. Is that? Oh wow, that's my entire second layer. Okay. I need stuff up here. Okay. And boom, 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 boom. Got my top cross. Good. Oh, no shot. They all lined up. Alright, cool. These might all be in the right spots too. And one way to find out. No, I think this has to go here. No, that wouldn't make sense. Alright, let's find out. Yeah, that's it. That was right. Oh man, I hope I didn't royally mess this up. Alright. Let's just have faith and trust here. Yeah, this already looks a little bit wrong. That shouldn't be there. This whole thing is messed around. Ryan Tran must be here. I like my drawings enough to want to look at them. How's it hanging, Kev? How's it hanging, man? It's really good to see you. It is good to see you. I know I'm not hanging around other streams too often. I've been really trying to focus on my work and do well there. Home from Georgia to Georgia. 5 more to get the flow. Are you driving, Ryan? Because I hope you're not driving and modding. Don't mod and drive. Alright, y'all, I made a mistake somewhere, so we're just going to redo it and see if we can get there. So, I apologize. I challenged myself in kind of the worst ways. Too weird. This doesn't belong. Alright, no more messing around. Not staying at a hotel for the night, leaving early for Florida. I'm gonna be cooked duck in the... Oh, man. Man, oh man, I can only imagine. Yeah, it's getting real hot. That is a long drive indeed. That is a long drive indeed. So anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Skadoosh. That was a long drive. I really don't mind driving though. Like if I have to go on a long road trip, I'd probably be driving. I've been lazy all day, man. There ain't nothing better than that. There ain't nothing better than that sometimes, ain't. I can say that I guess I kinda did as well. And in my mind somehow, I still can't believe that it's like the end of Saturday already. And of course with me not feeling so hot, no way that happened again. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it. No, we're back here. We're back here again. Alright, no messies upsies. Weekend almost over. I need to get some fun packs for 100th episode, but it felt too gross to go out. I feel that. I feel that indeed. Ricardo, what's going on, man? How are you? How are you? That one was that one took me a sec. Well, that's how you solve the mirror cube there. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nope. Everybody got their Rubik's Cubes ready? Only thing I did is we can finally edit one video, but I don't know. Longer videos, man. I'll watch it, Haley. I've been kind of sick and lazing around all day. Not really paying much attention to anything. Finishing up on the Charmander short. I got the Charmander short all done and edited, so that is one thing that I was productive about. I did even nap a couple times today, which is totally out of character for me. I don't typically nap. Just grab that here. Oh no. Oh, I got it. Let's go. I recommend them. Hours of fun. Listen to the DJ Pikachu set from Pokemon Presents also. It's great. Excellent. Still need to watch it. I'm working on cosplay stuff all day. Which cosplay are you working on now? And by the way, I was kind of hoping that he'd be here. I'll keep it close by in case he pops in. But I got some mail from MiShins today. And of course, this is never without saying, I super appreciate you, MiShins. That showed up. And of course, there was a stream that MiShins was on. And I woke up today just as his stream was finishing. And I was so sad that happened. But on the stream that I did catch, I actually won the Korean Lapras. And I know that Halion was vying for it, and then she had to go to work. I won that Lapras, and I said, yeah, give it to Halion. And he's like, you know, she does have that Ghidorah's Ethan's Typhlosion that she just won today. I'm sure she would be willing to trade it. And I was like, talk to her first. And yeah, we made that trade. And so finally, after long searching, long waiting, long ripping, I have one of the last chases I need from this set as far as artwork goes. Ethan's Typhlosion by Ghidorah, one of the greatest artists that we know today. It is, I believe this is Korean. And so with that, I appreciate you, Halion, for helping me out with that. And yes, MiShins, thank you so much for getting that trade made and sent out. Everything showed up perfectly. That's a spicy Typhlosion, right? Sure is. It is a great card. First copy that I do own. That will be our centerpiece for today's stream as we go through the many arts of 151, and maybe we will go ahead and kind of pry and see what you all feel we should do as far as the next Pokemon in a long run of Pokemon appreciation videos that I'm doing. And you've all seen Bulbasaur and Squirtle, and I do have Charmander all edited. I just have to do the script and record it. The list on last stream got a little bit vast, so let me read what we have already, and as we go through some artwork, while we are still looking for this artist here, of this Plusle by Kanako Io. I know this isn't one that I had featured prior, and I think it's time I start getting back into the artists as well. So as we go through the amazing art of 151, Rattata, can you hold that for me? Thank you. We will be looking for Kanako Iko, or Kanako Io. So where's it all dressed in? I'm just curious how people get them viewed outside of regular viewer circles. Excited to see the cosplay. And if you do go into the description, Halion, and I know you do this on some of your shorts with your tags, but you can tag your stuff in a lot of videos as well. And then, pretty well, you can just, you know, go through the Discord and blow it up that way. But honestly, my long-form videos don't really get too much exposure either. They often get more recommended at the end of other people's videos than they do in just people's live streams and, like, homepage streams and timelines and whatnot. But I do it for me. Also, we're going to stay proud for Miss Congeniality Group, also a Dragon Con on Vermont. That is amazing. Was Miss Vermont the one that was like, what's your favorite time of day, or what's your ideal date? She's like, June 19th, because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. Y'all know I never went to Discord. Yeah, a lot of people have their Discords muted. I don't have a lot of Discords muted, and that's just because that was Rhode Island. That was Rhode Island. Thank you. I was like, I don't think that was Vermont. She was probably my favorite supporting character in that movie. Of course, we can start at the end, of course, and go to the beginning. This is the SAR by Shibarangaru Zapdos, which does feature the other two. Wanted to be Rhode Island, but she was already aww. And I mean, zero offense in this. She would have made great Rhode Island. You do great at everything you do, Jesse. Just keep doing what you're doing. Alright, so here's the stack in order. And we're going to go through each one. And I do have a bunch of sleeving work to do here, so. Genghis Tam, how are you, fam? It's good to see you. Zapdos is top 4. Top 4 for SV era. I love her so much, so they... Absolutely, I did too. I did too. But again, no matter what it is that you do, I know it's going to be awesome. So, surprisingly enough, as though I feel like I've held the artwork, probably in many specialty sets, or probably in the set that it came from, as this was the specialty set, but I don't have a Bulbasaur. I don't have number 1. And it might be killing me. Jessica Parker, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm excited for the Mr. G Alley group. I'll definitely post pay. Please do. Please, please do. But we do have Ivysaur with the beams of light. He's getting a little sun rays on his little bulb. Next month is my birthday. Let's go. Doing anything fun, Jessica? By Nishida. So all of these here are binder love. So everyone is getting a sleeve. And this is going to be a real slippery stack by the time we're done. I don't have the Venusaur EX either, at least not on my direct persons. It might be in the mail around me, which is another project for after stream. But yes, happy early born day, Jessica. Don't know if Kevin is planning anything. Be turning 44. Oh, you didn't look at day over 25, Jessica. 44. Zapdos 151. 151. Yep, that's Zapdos 151 right there. One pack snipe to that puppy. That has an amazing story attached to it. I've told many times. I don't want to cover up the artist that we're looking for. I also don't want to cover up any other of the cards, but we'll just do that. But speaking of Ghidorah, same guy that did the Ethan's Typhlosion, did this Charmander as well, kind of burning his little trail. And somebody made it very, very apparent to me that this is actually Charizard's shadow, and he's flying overhead, and Charmander's looking at him. I imagine he's running along, flapping his arms, trying to fly with Charizard, but that's just me. Ripping and fishing, what's going on? Caradox Rift, oh yeah, sorry, I just got home a bit ago. No worries at all. I hope you had a blast. It looked like you were having a blast today. I hope you had a blast today. Charmander. Going into Charmeleon, of course. And something I can appreciate, I'm not sure if they planned this with 151, but so far, all of the evolution lines are all done by the same artist, so Charmander and Charmeleon were both done by Ghidorah. What's up, Klinger? How you doing, fam? Long time no see. That Charizard shadow, yep, mine too. Mine too. I love when, like, the baddies are featured on common cards. Sarah H had a good time hunting. Yeah, it looks like you guys had a blast. I love those little glasses you were wearing. We do have the big boy. We pulled the Charizard EX. By Planeta. Makizuki. We have the Squirtle. This should summon Matt Gooch. We do have the Squirtle by Kentaro. Almost bought those for Bro for stream since they look like lightning strikes. That's amazing. Hype for the EX. Thanks, Matty G. Yep, this was Kentaro. Yep. Which means Kentaro also did the Wartortle. Mama Ghost. How are you, Mama? How's the Ghost? The Ghost is good. The Ghost has a slight tummy ache, however. I wasn't feeling too hot today. Even took a couple power naps, but decided to eat a little something. Was kind of caught in between that should I eat something or shouldn't I? And I don't know why I sung that in my head, like, should I open it or keep it? So, should I eat something or should I starve? So I did decide to eat something, and it did bring back a little bit of energy. I'm not going to lie to kick it and say I'm feeling 100% better. I still feel a little bit queasy, but on that same token, I didn't want to pass up my chance to spend some time with y'all. I hope you're doing well, Mama. It's good to see you. Kevin, ooh, so official. You're not in trouble, am I? We got the Blasty Boy EX. Hype for the EX. Planeta Yamashita. Or should I say Yamashita? Wish you had Verners there. That'll help. That's funny. That's not the first time I've said that today. I said, man, I remember the days I could go to the medicine cabinet, open it up, and there were Verners in there. Ah, those were the days. We got Caterpie. Looking cute. Going for a nice little snack. Those beautiful little flowers. Pokemon and flowers. He's gonna eat them. He's gonna eat those flowers. Yeah, I'm gonna eat your flowers. Take a Matsuno. So, this should all be by Tika Matsuno. I have a feeling, like, do these somehow... I don't know. Trying to look for some kind of connecting arts as we go. Everybody see the new Mega full arts? And the connecting arts there? Because those are something spectacular. Bye-bye, Butterfree. So the next one I'm going to do after Charmander, y'all, is going to be Dragonite. Then Mewtwo. Ghastly. Then Butterfree. Toxtricity, Tatsugiri. Xerneas, Sharpedo. Clamperl, and Spoink. Sounds like what I had on the 4th of July episode. Yeah, that's terrible. Should have some crackers and 7-Up. That helps. 7-Up is the best equivalent. I will say that. That's not a bad call, Jessica. Trying not to look 4 days to go. 4 days to go. For the mega, gotcha. Thank you, thank you. Trying not to look. I do the same thing with movie previews, but you hang around enough streams, sometimes spoilers just kind of happen. And unfortunately, that did happen. I'm glad you're feeling better today, Alien. Sorry, y'all. Computer froze a second. Again, Tika Matsuno, and here's the Butterfree admiring the butterfly, or the flowers. Weedle looking proud of himself by Nishimono. Followed up by some of the coolest Kakuna art that I have ever seen. Like, I don't know what makes this look so, like, daunting, borderline creepy. And at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I get like Predator vibes from it, because it looks like he's stuck on the treetop. Hey, what's up, boy? Hope you're doing well, man. Just wondering if you were going live tonight. It won't be on long, it's later. Yeah, I know it's late. And I'm sorry, I was even fighting with the possibility of not going live tonight and like pushing it to tomorrow, but I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be really busy, so I just decided to kind of suck it up and go on tonight, at least for a little bit. I'll try not to go too long. I say that and then I end up going 4 or 5 hours. Wanted to respond to the Pokemon flowers, but a handful of pizza. No worries at all. I always shout out the Pokemon and flowers. I do have the Pokeball complete with the Pokeball, like, massive print lines. I gotta love it. But I did pull the Pokeball Kakuna as well. Not much, just dropping in to leave a like. I appreciate that, Void. And I do hope you have a good rest of your night, fam. Such a pretty card, right? You're talking about that. This is a pretty card too. I believe this is also by Nishimono. This is cool because it's like he's flying up into the air, and if you look really close, it looks like there's some Paris or some Dwebble down here for some reason. Let me see. Or they might just be berries. They might just be berries, and I'm just seeing something else. Picked up a nice stack of IRs, SIRs last night. Should be a fun mail day. Excellent. Can't wait to hear all about it, boy. I am finally excited to be getting the end of this mail all finished up, so I can put it on my Corvisquire and send them off to drop it off to y'all. I do have something extra in your little bag too, Void. The bee drill going into the that one I'll do live to promote the guy's channel. Excellent. Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for sure. This is the greatest Pidgey artwork I think that I've ever seen. He's newer to being a PokeTuber. Excellent. Well, if there is something that I can do to promote the channel as well, if you feel you'd like that, just let me know, man. Drop me a line in his channel and we'll go check him out. But yeah, I really like this Oswaldo, and it's just so drastically different from his Pidgeot and Pidgeotto. This is 151. Jesse, this is Japanese 151. Adult stream. Dude's chill as hell. Got a penny for sure. Excellent adult stream. Okay. And I think that's alright too. I mean, depending on how adult, we want to be conscious, but yeah, definitely I always want to make sure that we help out new and upcomers. Oswaldo Cato really outdid themselves. The Pidgeotto is one that I do not have. This is Pidgeotto. I don't have the Pidgeot. Those I typically buy 70% work with that. Excellent. Not a penny Pidgey. Gotcha, that makes more sense. So, you've opened a lot of Japanese 151, right, Jesse? I wish I had the Pidgeot. But this is sleeve time. Check if I have a cow. Oh, that would be amazing, Kara. I can probably, I'm sure I've got more Japanese 151 lingering around, but with so much, you know, stuff, it's kind of like a, was that Japanese? Was it Korean? Was it English? I know I've seen the art. Was it from the set that it came from? I don't know. And so, yeah, it would be great. Everyone wait for the waifu boom. About that, the waifu boom. Don't think we opened any, to be honest. Well, let me know if you do. I mean, I've definitely got the extras. This is what I pulled out as far as like the bulk stack goes. So if there's any extras you need, of course a lot of the EXs might end up in the hitbox, which I should probably look at too. Oh yeah, half the cards about were Japan. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty much, I think I'm sworn to the Japanese cards as of now. And then Korean we just open for fun, of course, because all the art's the same, and I do store those in binders as well. Now this beautiful Rattata. This is Sao Sao. Some more flowers in there. Text me later, found a place at the mall that sells Japanese packs for a good price. I can send you some. Oh, no way. Alright, bet. I will do that for sure. Appreciate you, Karen. Appreciate you. Got the Pokeball Rattata. I went into the Sao Sao Raticate. Alright. Theory time, y'all. What is he doing? You think he's just sitting there waiting for something? You think he's watching something? Do you think he lives in the house that he's perched up outside? Or do you think he's waiting to raid the trash? I don't know. Just curious. I just can't see, like, walking outside like, oh, look at Raticate looking cute. Take a picture. Love you, Kev. Gotta get to sleep. Good night. I love you too, Mama. I hope you have a good night. And you can call me tomorrow if you want to talk for a bit. But I appreciate you popping in, as always. Never had given the death stare. Yeah, like, you didn't see anything. If anybody asks, you didn't see me. I think he's cheese and hot. Aw, that could be. That could be. Find the waifu outside look the same to me. There's never any fun scene, just... Yeah, you got it, Mama. Looks like he's aggressively defending his trash treasure. He's still full. Good night, Mama goes. He was dozing after a heavy meal and the flash woke him up. Oh, that's a good one. I think Jesse's is hilarious. He's just like saw the camera and he's like, wait, cheese. I think the dozing. He's like, oh, yeah, I wasn't sleeping. Oh my god. Those are some good theories, y'all. Good theories. I love that. That's so funny. Cheese. Ah, so cute. Good old Sao Sao artwork. Now, some of my favorite Pokemon, underrated, I say, and I really wish they would make more cards and recognize these two as Pokemon still. Cheesin' is my favorite, right? Cheesin' just cheese. What happened to our boys Spiro and Firo? Not only that, but Giovanni had a Firo. Is he in Glory of the Rocket Gang? Is he in Glory of Team Rocket? Is he in the Destined Rival set? No, he isn't. Why? I don't know. No idea. But this is art from Jemmy. Jemmy was more notable for doing the Poliwhirl AR from the same set. Keep trying to push Fearow to being something useful in Pokemon Go as well. No one uses it. Exactly. Like, Spearow and Fearow, man, they were just, like, some of my favorites. Not just based on the cards, because not only was Spearow about to devour a worm, I thought that was amazing in his base set, or his jungle card. But Fearow doing that death dive, and these, although these artworks don't really, like, amp up the hype of these two for me, and Fearow's neck looks kind of weird. I guess you can kind of see it like a reverse vulture, which I guess is true. But yeah, these two, I think I want to see cards featuring these two. Oh geez, let me know. Alright, I will definitely. I know that I got a pretty good handle on the vintage stuff, but I know there's like a handful of cards from the vintage jungle and fossil that I haven't obtained. Yeah, I'll have to take a look, man. Yeah, boy, it's amazing. Another 5 hours to go to Florida. Well, whatever you do, man, if you're driving, I hope you drive safe. Yes. Alright, back to the Pokemon and flowers. And so I didn't pull a regular one of these. All I do have is the Pokeball of the Ekans, but holy moly, this Ekans, and it is by our boy Kadamaharadati Yarawakai. Jacks, have a copy of me tomorrow if you're not just blowing through. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful card. Gorgeous flowers. I don't know why Ekans would be chilling in a flower patch, but he's for you to say. That name 3 times. No thanks. Its translation is actually quite funny. I hope I did well with that, Alien, but yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it translates into I prefer my hairballs soft, or I keep my hairballs are usually soft, something like that. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Alien, if I don't remember right. Did get the Arbok EX, though. A little hype for the EX, Isuke Yoshinam. Yeah, I stumbled on, he did a beautiful Joltik. I'll never remember the set right now. He also did a gorgeous Poliwhirl sitting by the lake looking into it. And it just stunned me one day. He's only got like 5 cards in the entire series. Don't say too bad, Ryan. You're not staying in town. You can go to Charlie's Collectible show with me. Only guy Pokemoner in Sereno H tomorrow. Kadama Wadatai Yawarakai. Oh, I put an extra syllable in there. Alright, I'm trying to wind down for the night, y'all. Alright, Void, I hope you have a great rest of your night. If you do head out, again, I appreciate you popping in, fam. Hopefully we'll see you on Monday for the story time. We've got our Pikachu. They made him look a little chonk in 151, but that's alright. Put an extra syllable in that name. Who would notice? I didn't notice that I did that. Oh, that's funny. Neo Kimura doing the Pikachu. Kadima is one word, Wa is another, Datai is another, Yororakai is the last. Gotcha. For some reason that's a little bit easier for me to say it. Kadema wa Datai Yororakai. It's one of my favorite names to say. I'll say that. Got Neo Kimura. And can I just tell you, like, how excited and how quick I jumped out of my chair when I saw a Pikachu with Pokeballs on it and I thought it was a Master Ball. Not to say that I was disappointed in the least, because Pokeball Pikachu is still a Pokeball Pikachu. And you can see everything in that. That's cool. The print lines. Little crosshair right there. It's like that. Let me know, I'll send you the soundbite. Please do, because I thought about doing that too, voiceovers of my artist appreciation and having facts about the artists. I feel like that, I mean, it's going to take a lot of time to do that, but I think that's what I've been pondering. Oh, well, Pikachu is awesome, but what a freak too for the, oh yeah. God, this Raichu art is actually very special to me, because I do have this Raichu signed by the one and only and legendary Bro Rips. By Neo Kimura. I'm not sure what he's doing. He looks happy, yet he looks like he's attacking. It's nighttime, so maybe he's just lighting his way. Maybe he just needs to see. Or is he pointing like a guard dog, like a pointer dog, like over there? Curious. Sandshrew. Aww, look at him. He's a little cutie. Kodama. And then Kodama came to work the next day and was like, alright, let's throw down the gloves. And he did the Sand Slash. Or they did the Sand Slash. Just love the purple hues. The idea that it's so underground is adorable, but he also looks pretty shrew. Ha! I see what you did there. Kinda underrated. He is so cute. Yeah, he's so vicious too. Because, I mean, he still has the same temperament as Sand Slash, and just because he looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, I think you're right. I mean, these two were my favorite to have in the game. The original games. Because it was hard to come across the true ground type next to Geodude, who was more earthy. Pretty shrew. You're funny, JB. Great job on those. And I was able to obtain the Pokeball Sand Slash as well. Moving into one of my favorite lines ever, the Nidoran line, both male and female. The original, well, I guess you can say like the split-gendered Pokemon. Next to like Kangaskhan, who's proven to be only female. But this was done by T-Zero. I did not expect that. But that's super cute. I think that front buck tooth really kind of takes things away from her though. Alright, let's see. Okay. Kind of gets into a deeper blue as it goes. Real good dental plan. What's up, Mike? It's good to see you, fam. My thing I told you I was gonna do tonight, it didn't come in today. It's coming in tomorrow, so I'm improvising. But I hope you're doing well, fam. Hope the fam is good. I always see Nidoqueen wearing a bikini. You know, I don't think that's by accident, Kara. I think she's meant to be. I think that it was just kind of like a cheap design way to, like, feminize her. like they needed to. Now we'll get into the Nidoran mail line, which I did just have a thought. These were all done by Shibarangaru. Shibarangaru. It's bitty, teeny, weeny, yellow Nidoqueen. Kara. A million things in the world that could have been said. That was the one I didn't anticipate, and I love it. That was funny, and now I'm never going to be able to see Nidoqueen again. Thank you for that. Alright, let's see if Nidoking was tempted to that as well. Perfect. Got the Pokeball Nidoran as well. Or the Nidorino, excuse me. And let's see, did Nidoking get that treatment? And kinda, it's just kinda covered him fully. He's in a one piece. Or just naked. Could be. Is that Shibarang? Yeah, it is. Looks like MMO Woman's Arm. Okay, I can see that. Massive multiplayer online, I'm thinking, is the MMO, for those that don't know. And I agree. Just like, but yes and no. I would say that, because don't the armors in that for the female characters normally, like, the smaller they are, the more powerful they get, for some reason. You're not wrong. You guys are great. I appreciate you guys being here. It's 11 of y'all here. Some of my greatest friends right here in the chat. Yep, you're not wrong. Alright, now we're going to move into Clefairy, which should be a fairy type, but they made it psychic to stick with the theme. Yet there's dragons in here. Whatever. Royoma Yoretsuka. And then beautiful white outline, looking adorable. To me, I feel like Clefairy should always be like featured at night. She's completed many side quests. Blue Nidoqueen needs food badly. Good old Clefairy. Yoretsuka. I do not have Clefable, but I do have a combination, because I have Kara's favorite Pokemon by my favorite illustrator. This is Vulpix, as done by Kawaii. Vulpix! And I just love it. He looks scared, looks like he's running through a very dark forest. Looks like the forest from Wizard of Oz. Maybe they were throwing apples at him. Those weenies. But super cool artwork. Kawaii. I do not have, for some reason, I'm sure I do, around here somewhere, but again, I'm not sure if it was English or Japanese, which this is Japanese. The Kawaii EX Ninetales. I'm sure I do have it somewhere, but I'm not sure if it's in Japanese. Going into our favorite little... Trying to run and find her mom. Yep, trying to run. Mom! That's another thing it reminded me of, like Fox and the Hound or Bambi. Cheer. Talk about Pokemon and flowers, that's pretty much it. Got the rainbow on the lake. And yeah, they really judged this one up. That was done by Sino Masaki. Siano Masaki. Not Bambi. Not Bambi. You like the Jigglypuff, Jess? Super cute. Behind him, you just see a bunch of sleeping, knocked out Pokemon. He's vicious. Look at those eyes. Look at him. Ernie! What's going on, fam? She's so cute. She is cute. Let's see if I have an extra. But you did open English 151 aplenty, yeah. I did get the Wigglytuff as well. Look at that big old Buddha belly. Saki. Ooh, is this the first time we've seen that? Yep, sure is. Saki Hayashiro. That's okay, from baby card to EX. Hope you're doing well, Ernie. Hope you're surviving the heat okay. Just tell me, yeah, Wigglytuff is me right now. Feeling good though. One of the coolest Zubat artworks that I think that is around. And I think I say that a lot about this, so I think they really gave consideration to the artwork that was in this 151 set, because it's going to be around forever. I did find out, Haley, and you would find this very fascinating, but Scav, or Scave, however you pronounce it, was actually formerly known as a different artist. And I don't know why I want to say it was like Tika Matsuno. I'll have to look it up. I don't want to misspeak. But another artist from way back in the day was actually Scav, and they just had a name change, or decided to go by a different name suddenly. So I thought that was absolutely fascinating. Much as possible, absolutely. Absolutely. Got the Golbat. The Quarter Moon. Yeah, I'll look it up and I'll, well, I'm sure you're already on your way to the internet to see, but yeah, it was, Tika Masaki, I want to say. It was like another artist, and I'm like, no way! I can totally see it now. Scat. And I was able to get the Pokeball on Golbat as well. Y'all know Golbat has a special place in my heart, just because the build that we all did together. Tetsuya Koizumi? Yes, that sounds like it. Yeah, Koizumi. I think that was it, Karen. Tetsuya Koizumi. This has to be Sekio. You can just tell. I feel like this man or woman, I feel like they hate black. Like, there's not much black in any of their artistry. Point proven. Odd place to say this, but I don't think off the top of my head that I can name more than 3 art. Well, that's okay, because even if you can't, everybody's welcome here, Spencer. It's really good to see you, fam. How you doing? Yeah, his bio says formerly Tetsuya Koizumi. Excellent. I love that. So yeah, Koizumi. Finally got in. What's up, Magooch? I was trying to summon you earlier with the Squirtle line. Don't worry, I have something coming a little bit later that you'll absolutely love. But this is Sekio. I feel like this could be very well not like the same exact tree. Like maybe he's just growing up. Is there a tree in the Vileplume too? Working overnights, bored. I hear you. Loud and clear. Like, maybe he just never moved, and he's just always been sitting in that pot. First card was Tangrowth from Burning Shadows. It changed the name with Rapid Strikes. Urshifu V from Brilliant Stars. Excellent. No worries at all, Matt. I hope you're doing well, brother. I appreciate you being here, and I saw you in the beginning. That's an interesting theory indeed. A PokéGhost theory. YouTube be YouTubing. And you can notice the color scheme getting darker and darker too. I wish I could see this without the holo. But yeah, look, you can see the tree in the background. It's knocked down now. Someone came and knocked it down. Yo, I'm tripping out. I really hope this is true, because that's a pretty cool theory. I like that. we got our boy Paris. Of course, he has pupils. I wish we would have gotten the, well, I guess Paris does have pupils. Parasect is pupilless, but Yoriyuki Ikigame also did another amazing card in the set, and it was the IR line of Bulbasaur, Venusaur, and the SAR Venusaur. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. It was all done by Yoriyuki Ikigame. I guess I don't have the Parasect. Moving into the Venonat, which I believe is, like, it was a cool card, like in its jungler base form. And there's just something about this card, like I can believe it's in its environment. I believe that's moonlight shining through the trees. Like, I believe this Pokemon belongs where it is. Plus, it's got the little pinwheel curls and the little reeds here. This line was done by Kokomaru Lamina, one of the originals. I have to go back and look, but he might have even done the original Venonat. That would be cool. But the details in his eyes I want to point out. And the little highlights on his fur in the front. Yeah. Yeah, they did a great job. Plus, y'all know I'm a sucker for purple. Woo! Look at that. Again, I can totally believe this is the environment for this moth. Also done by Kokomaru Lamina. Just went to search to see why Scout changed their name, but didn't see any posts exposing their Twitter didn't even have the old name. That's weird. I wonder if it was for a reason, or maybe they just shortened it. Raphilosophy. Lori, what's up, boo? How are you? Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. How was your day? It's good to see you, Rafa. I hope your day was well as well. This is Miki Tanaka, little Pat's Thumb Diglett. And, yes, I did pull the Pokeball Diglett as well. Miki Tanaka, they've been around since the beginning as well. It was alright. Are y'all doing well? I'm doing okay. My tummy is a little bit sour. My back is a little bit sore too. Not to alarm anybody. And I do have my brace on right now. I'm gonna just work on sitting up straight. Duck Trio. Beautiful sunlight. I don't like how they all look like they're crammed into one of the holes. I feel like they would all have their individual. But that's okay. So there's definitely not a shortening of Kuzuzame since it's not really a V sound in Japanese. So I'm guessing they wanted an artist name or maybe change their legal name to something else. That could be. That could be. Maybe they got married. Is that custom the same? It's pretty awesome, Kev. I hope everyone here had a way better day than me. Oh, it was an awesome day. I'm not gonna lie. Save for the feeling a little bit off. It was definitely a productive and creative day. I will agree with you there, fam. Sunlight looks like a fingerprint. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Brilliant observation. One thug stacking. Fam, how are you doing? It's good to see you, brother. Meowth, that's right. We've got the Meowth. Call back to his original card. Of course, he's always got his paw somewhere up in here. And I love it. Naoki side 2. Cameron! How's it going, fam? How are you doing? Did get the Pokeball Meowth as well. And this beautiful Persian. Look at the blues and purples with the flappers and the petals and the pink. Y'all get the GameStop drop today? White Flare stuff? I didn't personally know. Anybody else? It's actually a law that you have to have the same last name if you're married in Japan. Ooh, okay. But I think it was like 97% of the time women change their names, and Tetsuya is generally a boy's name. Good to know. Nah, no GameStop for me today. How about you, Spencer? Did you get it? Side 2. We're learning so much together tonight. I absolutely love it. Alright, let's see if we can, I know Ryan was hanging out. Psyduck will forever make me think of Ryan Tran. Sai will always make me think of Bro Rips. And the Shredder Gang, Pokemon and Flowers. This was done by Tyrek Titsu. That is interesting, Alien. I didn't know that it was a law that they had to there. But now thinking about it, I suppose that does make sense and is believable. Well, I was sleeping, woke up around 3 p.m. and went. I still had a bunch. Grab one ETV for Monday stream. Excellent. I will do my best to be there. And I do plan on taking time off work here soon in the next couple weeks, so it'll give me a lot of time to catch up to. I'm giving more cards away than I'm bringing in. It feels so cathartic. Truly does. The generosity or the degenerosity, that was dubbed by our good friend ADL, A Dark Legacy, which I haven't been to his streams in a long time, and I feel so bad. I wish he would pop into one of mine. But yeah, the degenerosity in this community and giving back, it is definitely cathartic. And I have a stack of mail ready to go out. And once I do that, it's like we're going to take out all the stops and we're just going to blast forward into the future, and I'm going to have a regimented system, going to get product to open, and we're going to have ourselves a great time. Look at Gold Duck trying to be the Nirvana album cover. After the last few shows, yeah, it does get overwhelming, man. Yeah, it's come up a lot as unfair in the last few years, but people who would change it are like 100, so they're family values. That's true. Where are you on that front? You believe, well, I mean, I believe that it should be your choice if you want to take their name or not. How'd the contest turn out last time I was here? You were doing a Spider Liga. Yes, Alufax. I'm so glad you brought that up. So allow me to explain my dismay that I did not win the contest with our giant mechanical spider, y'all. It was a good attempt. But what I wasn't anticipating is the level of competition that was fixing to be brought. And so there were things like giant projector screens and personalized foot massage baths, Book Nook 3D puzzles, and for some reason those were cooler than my giant mechanical light-up spider. So I did not win, and I did congratulate the winners, as you all know. Winning is winning, but teamwork is everything, so I definitely was a little disappointed, and but it was all in good fun, but I did not win. They can't make me change anything because I'm not a citizen. But I'm fully on the side of being able to choose your own name. Who honestly cares if it's different? Who honestly cares? That's what I say. That's what I say indeed. And that's true too. They can't make you do anything. You tell them, Alien. Man, if there's ever an argument to be won, I want Haley and Spunk in my corner, man. What was the item that won? So it was a 3-way tie between those 3 items. Alufax. It was a projector screen for a movie night. 3D book nooks, they're called, which are 3D puzzles, I suppose, and you can put them. They look like little rooms, but they also look like they're built into the side of a book, so you can put them in your bookshelf as decoration or bookends. So even I was like, yo, that's cool. And a foot massager bath. Bath massage for under your desk foot massager. So, and that is pretty cool, I suppose. I should take better care of my feet. So I didn't think it was too cool, but it was all in good fun. There we go. There we go. Yep. I love it. We all grow together. Everybody be posting everybody else's links and subscribing to one another. I super appreciate you guys. Love those book nook scenes. I want to make one that's Pokemon. I want to see one that's Pokemon. We should look. I'd build one of those on stream, but it looks like one of those puzzles that isn't like a one stream kind of thing. And puzzles are also best done together, and as much as we are together, like having extra hands definitely makes less work. God, this, I know I've said this before on stream, but has anybody ever read the Goosebumps series when they were children? Or now, as adults? I'm just gonna freshen my coffee real quick. I guess I need my coffee cup to do that. Tomorrow. Love Goosebumps. Still have a few. Beast from the East. Oh, that's exactly what I was just about to say, Kara. This was Beast from the East all day. All day. That just blew my mind. Meaning okay. You just blew my mind. Another wonderful day to be alive, indubitably, indeed, it is, my friend. The paper sculpture things are super popular here. I keep debating on trying to make the Ghibli one. Yeah, I say do it. That's something I'd love to watch that stuff. I'd like to watch people build just as much as y'all like to watch me, and if y'all didn't, Lego Masters, there is a new episode on. It's pretty good. They are going into the finals, so this is the semifinals. Aww, cute little Poliwag with his insides out. They're very intricate. They certainly do. It takes a delicate hand, which is the only thing I'm worried about when it comes to the delicate puzzles, is the steadiness of your hands and how steady it has to be. Cute. Corazon. So happy I got to be here tonight. I hate to leave, but I have to get up early tomorrow. Good night, y'all. Great stream. I appreciate you, Jess. It's always great to have you here, and I'm glad you got to make it in too. I hope you have a beautiful day tomorrow. I hope Maddie has a great day tomorrow. Just text me if you need anything, and you know if I got it, you got it. But yeah, you guys have a great night and a better tomorrow. Yay! He looks so happy. Maybe because he found some shade out of the sun. That's probably got to be what it is. Yay, sun! I found some shade. And then just out of nowhere goes the complete opposite direction. I hear Homer going, woo, woohoo! I said, woohoo! Gotta go too. Sorry I can't stick around. Have a good night, everyone. You as well, Spencer. Have an amazing night. I appreciate you popping in, even just but for a second. Poliwhirl IR has to be one of my favorite cards ever. I love Rain. The Poliwhirl IR by Jemmy is probably one of my favorite cards from here as well. And this card, the Poliwrath, I believe it's kind of in that same courtyard, right? Because it is also raining, and you can see that subtle outline of raindrops. But man, that IR, it's got nothing on these. You're not wrong. It is one that still eludes me. I have not yet obtained it. I do have a lot of IRs from 151 that we're going to go through, though. Of course, as you can see, we do have quite a bit to go, so hope this is alright with what we do tonight, y'all. It is appreciating the art. Michohiro Arita, one of the originals, and somebody I put on the Mount Rushmore of artistry in the Pokemon world. What was I going to say? Forget. What a graded one from GameStop. Nice. Nice. A graded one of these? The Abras? Or the Poliwhirl? Probably the Poliwhirl. The hypnotic abilities, I'm guessing he goes flat, and then he projects you in the mind surface behind him, rendering him invisible. Blended into the wall. So he's kind of like, you cannot see me, I'm not here. Wheel! Okay. Okay. Of course, I could believe that for Abra as well, and that would be the ability $5 discount. The rainy pack. Nice, 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 nice. And you got it discounted. Yeah, he's sleeping. He's not sleeping. He'll teleport as soon as you come up on him. Sadly, I don't have the Kadabra or Alakazam, and the Alakazam EX or the SAR. The Alakazam SAR would probably be the absolute chase for me in this set. That is including the Charizard SAR, the Blastoise SAR, sorry Matt Gooch, and the Venusaur SAR. I would prefer to have that Alakazam, personally. Nope, no worries at all. Go take care of the pupper. Yeah. Looking majestic, mighty superhero. By Ryuta Fuse. Or Fuse. Say Fuse. Of course, I do want to give a special shout out. A majority of these cards were contributed through a booster box that I won that was gifted over on Bro Rip stream, the Shredder Gang, from Olden Gray. And so I do want to say thank you, Bro Rips and Olden Gray, for buying and donating the box that I was able to win. Looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger over here. Good old Machoke. And then we get to an odd missing one, because although I do have this Jerky Bellsprout and this Jerky Victory Bell, I, for some reason, don't have the Jerky Weepin' Bell. But I love this card. I love the cattails around. Love that you can tell he's standing a little bit in the water. At least I think that's water. It might be grass. Looks like water. And then the Victory Bell holding on tight. Yeah, you wouldn't want to see that. $18 likes. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. Sorry, that was loud. Alright. Tentacool. Minky Kudo. If I don't have it, Halian, I will absolutely take it. But I do have a lot of just stacks of cards from old mail that I have, and I very well might have some 151 Japanese in there. And so if I do find it, I'll let you know. But as of right now, it is the one that I don't have from the. There's another one too. I'm just missing like both of them. Let me see if I can recall. Nope, it's not going to come to me. Maybe if you don't see a Pokemon from 151, let me know. Because I know I'm missing a complete line of something. Another Mikiku. I love the symmetry of this card. So much. And the fact that he's looking straight at you. Geodude. Look at that hand. Uta! Man, it was almost right there. I know Jessie is a big Uta fan. Now she does cosplay Uta from One Piece. I love that Geodude too. It just has so much emotion and feeling. This one does too. They all do, really. Did Uta do the EX? Uta did do the EX. Absolutely wonderful. Tells that slow story. But yeah, 151, I know it's a fool's errand, and master isn't really the word I'm looking for, but I think that if I can get one of every card, that would be good enough. If I can like master the set with every Pokeball and Master Ball, great. I know people who have ripped for years and years and years and still haven't done it. So I doubt I'll be ripping to do it. But we'll see where I'm at when I fill the binder, which I haven't had a chance to show off yet. This is the binder that came in. It's just gray. Feels great. The one thing that I think is insanely funny is they have it branded on the cover. It says, "Card binder, let's collection." And I don't know why, but let's collection indeed. And it is all side loader. And I think that they should all fit, like the whole set. So I figured it needed a nice little zip up binder. Let's collection. Let's collection. Not the Slowpoke. Just chilling, trying to evolve, trying to tempt a little shelter to come and bite on his tail. These were done by Okachiki. Classic. Classic. Yeah, I noticed that you always see Slowpoke around water, unless it was like one of his original cards. There you go, he did it, and then he washed back up. Ah, I gotcha. Oh, big boy now. Slowbro. Slowking is slowly creeping his way into one of my favorites. But I think Galarian Slowking is, kitty time, no worries at all, enjoy. Let's collection, go for fun animal cards. Oop, just saw Poopin' Slowbro. Poopin' Slowbro, oh no. Oh no, 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 he is pooping. Hey. Can we just go right here? Great. Yukamori showing off some amazing clay skills with the Magnemite line. Yeah, she's really well with those. Was able to get the Pokeball Magnetite, or Magneton, excuse me. Yukamori is the artist. Is that why the shell bites in? He's after a delicious, slow poking turtle head? Is it that? Is it that hour? Maybe. So I'm very curious to know why there's a tomato following him down this river next to the sewer grate. Unless he maybe like legit stole the leek from a stew and spilled the pot and happens to be following him as he runs away. Maybe it fell in from... Maybe it's not a tomato at all. KG 2000. That's an odd artist that I've never met. But Farfetch'd, he got a little bit of love when he got his Galarian form, and he got his Surfetch'd evolution. Got this gorgeous Duo that happens to be using some kind of magic shampoo conditioner, because man, that is feathered and flowing. Just running with all his might. Anasoki Dynamic. So next Pokemon is of course very special to me, not the Pokemon itself, but particularly the card. Got the Dodrio, because I was able to pull the Pokeball, and it was actually my first Pokeball I ever pulled out of Japanese 151. And then, as I was opening that booster box, the first Master Ball that I pulled was also the Dodrio. And I just thought that was a pretty neat story. So, this is the only one that I have all three of, is the Dodrio. All done by Anasaki Dynamic. Double-headed bird and a triple-headed bird, indubitably. Did you know he always carries the leek with him because his name translates to duck leek in Japanese? I thought that was kind of cool. That is kind of cool. That is kind of cool indeed. Duo trio? Duo trio. Trio? Maybe we'll get an additional head evolution in the next gen. I don't have the seal. I do have the Dugong by Aoki. I think I did get the Pokeball for that one as well. Derpy Grimer. I think that's his Pokeball back there. Nesoro Niso. I feel like they could have used like a Rattata or a Raticate back there somewhere. They did. Wicked Snot. I don't know what I'm planning to do with that. Sleeve a sleeve. So weird to me. It is a little bit odd, I will agree. I think his eyes just look a little like, friend, can I hug you? Hug me. It's like, that would probably kill me. Pokeball. Muck. Yeah, the eyes are dirtastic. Got the shoulder. It's done by No. No. Oop. Got the Pokeball also. And I do believe that some of these are going to have those errors that we discovered. Should have been looking for those. Ooh. Cloyster always looks like he's up to no good. And then, of course, you have to appreciate the original Ghost line by one of the best artists of our time. The Wizard of Oz Cyclone Ghastly, the Vegas Haunter, and the Haley Alien Gengar. By the one and only Tomokazu Kamiya. Wahoo! Got our creepy looking Hypno and our derpy looking Drowsy. He looks so... Is he picking his nose? Alright, who's the wise guy? Maoshu. Sorry, I hope that didn't scare anyone else. That's just my coffee pot saying, we're gonna turn off now. Yeah, that's a weird pose for Hypno. Where is it though? These, I think, are very obviously done by the same artist. It was even hard for me to tell them apart when I was looking for them. These were done by, I'd say top 10 favorite artist, Yukio Baba. Certainly does have his way of avoiding black also. Great details on the shadows, though. I love the little dots. Yeah. Gotta love our crabby kinglers. how do you make a Pokemon that's simply a ball into something dynamic and exciting? This is how. You give it a brow, you give it a look of mischievousness or violence, intent. You give it some cool green lightning, and Nagimisu brought them to life. Zap. Explosion. Or discharge. He might be discharging it all. But I love the use of green around the Voltorb. Whew. I'm not tired, you're tired. Getting into our cutie eggs. Execute. Of course, I do believe that we discovered this. That we think this is on the same hill. And theory states that if an Executor's head falls off, Shigenori Negishi, it will continue on as a new Execute. And so I believe that he's just kind of resting at the end of the day, and maybe when he plopped down, one of his heads fell off, and they went and collected others and made a new Execute. Just thought. Almost there, almost there. And you know, I still haven't seen any artwork from the artist of which we're looking for, which was this guy. Come on, Rattata. Oh, that's pretty cool. Dope. Kamakuyo. Of course, I only imagine the best of the best being asked to do artwork in 151. And the gorgeous artwork that is Cubone, done by Shinya Komatsu. Fun naming Pokemon for the English market. Yeah, I would say so as well. It's kind of fun to do the series I'm doing, teaching about the Pokemon, because I always start with their Japanese name and the translation and kind of where it came from. Take off. What's up? Uh-oh, here comes the water hound. And how they came to be like Bulbasaur, you know, on our side, which I guess because he kind of looks like a little dinosaur. But in Japanese, Bulbasaur is translated to, or from, Fushigidane, which translates into strange seed, or strange, isn't it? Or strange, right? So his name is actually a play on words, and I just don't know if they went that deep in English. There's some for the fishes. Love this. Kind of gives me some Goku vibes with the rocks flying and the energy. But she's thirsty. She's thirsty. That is true. That's thirsty. You ever wake up from a long nap and you're just like, oh. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, alien. I was just talking about the name origin of Bulbasaur. You know, Fushigidane. And how I will never forget how to say that. Because of the embarrassing short that I put out first. Nate! It's Nate! What's up, Nate? How are you, son? It's good to see you. I wish you were here, man. This was so much more fun with you. Yeah, I got the Hitmonlee, Hitoshi Agira. It's good to see you, boy. How are you? How was your day? Did you get everything that you set out to get? Kara, duck leak is from a Japanese proverb about how it would be too convenient to be true or far-fetched if a duck came bringing his own seasoning for food. Oh my god. He just made the list, y'all. He just made the list. They really, really did. I love that. I love that, alien. Far-fetched that a bird would show up with its own seasoning. That's incredible. Fantastic, believe me, I wish I was there too. Well, just a matter of time. Yeah, I got the Hitmonchan to match. It's fine if you pronounce them wrong, Kev. Nobody knows it's wrong. Nobody knows it's wrong but you, and I don't know why. I feel like you are somebody that I need to pass. Like, I need to pass the test of Alien before I can release it. Plus, it's only proper, and I don't want to disrespect the owner of, you know, the name. Or the ones who created it. So yes, please, always correct me, but I did correct it in the long-form video that I put out. I did correct the pronunciation of his name. And I am really excited to get into the Charmander one. I'm probably going to have that done tonight, being written, and then tomorrow I'll record it. But yeah, I feel really good about this one, and the fact that I did it all right the first time. That is absolutely gross. By Saya Saruda. Saya Saruda is one of my favorite artists, simply because it was one of the first artists that was recommended to me to do an appreciation short from a member of the community. I've heard a lot of people saying that the new trainer Harlequin is a ripoff of Harley Quinn, when actually it's the other way around. The word Harlequin has been around for ages. Yeah, I think it's quite funny as well, Rafa, and I've seen that around, and sometimes it's a lot easier to just let it go than explain what a Harlequin is. Which I feel like, you know, we don't have to, but common knowledge for us is not common knowledge nowadays. And we had a lot more exposure to culture before our time, I guess you can say. And a perfect example, I was just talking to my dad about this the other day. But I can remember Tom and Jerry. Do I have any Tom and Jerry fans in here? Let me hear you. And let me know, were you more Tom or you more Jerry? Like, which side of the fence were you on? I'm a Tom guy. Like, I always wanted Tom to get that mouse. But I can remember watching our boy Tom Cat, put on chaps, the whole nine, got the cowboy hat, got the oh god, spurs, got the spurs on, and he's walking up, and there's this cute little cat sitting on a porch, and he walks up, and he puts his little boot up, and he reaches into his vest, and he pulls out a tobacco pouch, and he unrolls it, and he takes paper, and he puts paper on his tongue, he puts the tobacco on the paper, he rolls his tongue up, and then he shoots it into the air. He takes out a 6-shooter, plah, lights it, ding, catches it in his mouth. He then drags his whole cigarette and then blows out this smoke cloud, and it says, "Howdy." Now, I ask you, honestly, friends, would we see this in any cartoons, new episodes released in anything today for children? And these are the little, like, moments of the Yosemite Sams and the, you know, the multi-languages, like, where's my Hassenpfeffer? First Cat Thomas, I love that, Rafa. I had to look up what cars you meant because he literally called clown in English. Just sounded out in Japanese on the Japanese car. They made it that one magical excellent. Actually, I was team Spike and Tyke. I love the dogs, and Spike and Tyke were amazing. I think I liked Jerry's nephew. I did. Especially when they were the Musketeers. Oh God, pussycat. Aw, this has to be Shibuya. Stafford, what's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope the missus is doing well tonight. Mrs. 151 if you're there. But it's great to see you, fam. How are you tonight, and how was your Saturday? Did you get everything that you set out to get today? And then our boy Wheezing. Stafford's his name. Touche, pussycat. I love that. Yeah, right? Just got raided by CTR. You did, Stafford? Get out of here. That's incredible, man. Congratulations. That's a rowdy bunch here. I did. Excellent, man. That must have done wonders for your sub count. Congratulations. Yeah, I'll say. I don't know what my mind would do. It would probably be turned to mud. But I think my I don't think my vibe is CTR's crowd's vibe. Mrs. 151, hello. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, absolutely, man. You deserve it. You deserve it. Got Gosan. That sounds super cool. I couldn't imagine. Yeah, probably just, turn to mud. I remember I've been modding in channels when CTR has raided, and like Halene got raided. Subs came and went. Yeah, they do. They do sometimes, man. Nah, they don't even know who I am. And I'm okay with that. I'm nobody. I'm the one who raids. Although it would be humbling, I don't know what I would have to offer that crowd. Ooh. Tangela. Reaching for that last cherry. Bet you it's all sour. Same. Just lonely artist. I had nothing to offer. And that's not true, man. No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Y'all humble me so much. All I do is want to spread peace and love through the art. And that's what you do as well, Stafford. So, you know what? Maybe we both shouldn't cut ourselves short. Maybe we both have plenty to offer in different areas. And we don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. So the ones that come and stay are the ones you want to come and stay. The ones that come and go, let them go. But you know what? That turned my entire perception around. I'll turn my entire perception around, and I just want to say that you're doing an absolutely wonderful job, Stafford. Keep doing what you're doing, man. So when you say I don't have anything to offer, don't think of it materialistically. Think of it as peace of mind. Think of it as a place to chill. Think of it as a place of acceptance and a place of creativity. That's our vibe. And I'm sure there's plenty in his community that are our vibe and do want to stick around. Kasube is easily top 5 favorite. Coffee, please, and thank you, Kev. Remember, yeah, I appreciate that, man. We all have our moments of doubt. We all have our moments of weakness. We all rely and look to those who are strong in our moments of weakness to convince us that we're strong too, but sometimes we just need a reminder, a strong community behind us. Beautiful art to look at. Coffee, please, and thank you. Here you go. Here's coffee. I know it's early, but I had to think Christmas vibes because it is hot. But here's some coffee for you. And that was a poem. Kinda. And that was straight from the heart too, because I believe that fully. Of course, of course, of course. I always say, if I got it, you got it. Of course, if I sent you coffee, it would most likely just maybe be cold by the time it got there. Well, I'm very grateful that was recorded in that case, because... Ooh, Pearl. Oh, that's gorgeous. 24-hour coffee places rule the world. You know, I have a feeling that there are 24-hour coffee places because of things like the police force. And cops working all night and needing a little pick-me-up. Gorgeous. By Espada. Not to be confused with Espadra. Nurse. You're a nurse? Or a coffee house? Wait. You're a coffee house? Running off sheer willpower and adrenaline. Aw, Nate. If you're tired, son, you can go to bed for sure. Got the Pokeball as well. Yes, and coffee people. Oh, a coffee house. Got it. And coffee people. Wait a minute. People made entirely of coffee? That's astounding. I now get it. I thought you were saying like you run a coffee house, and I'm like, wait a minute, you have a coffee house? Like you are a coffee house. Got it. We're a caffeine house. Maybe. Who wants to know? I've been watching clips of Nuzlocke's interventional thingy by Point Crow and Pet Cow. I don't usually watch game streams, but it looks like so much fun watching clips of the Nuzlocke invitational thing. Interesting. Nuzlocke invitational. I didn't know that they had Nuzlocke invitationals. Like competitions for like game stipulations. Alright, taking a look at the Seadra, the only lion that I have, both the regular and the reverse Pokeball, no Master Ball. And he is surfing, he's having a great time. Or maybe he's in a hurry to go somewhere. What if, and this is my PokéGhost theory, what if his kid is hiding from him and he's like, where is he, where is he, where is he? And he's like, he's never gonna find me. I think it's the first one. I guess they all battled their teams at the end. Oh, interesting. I did for a second, Stafford. I couldn't hang around long. And then I woke up today. I wasn't feeling so hot, so I spent a lot of time lazing around and drifting in and out of sleep. But man, I don't know why, but the clip that the live that I was watching when he was working on it, that it looked like a bird. And all I could think of was the bird from A Bug's Life that all the ants make to scare the grasshoppers away. It looked just like that little animatronic bird. Hot chocolate. Ooh. Ooh. I love hot chocolate. What's up, Johnny Knight? How are you doing tonight, fam? The Finding Nemo moment. Nemo, don't you touch the butt. I'm gonna touch it. It's a Klingon ship. It's the Kobayashi Maru. Leafy bird. Yes. It's a Klingon ship, man. That's great. Now that you say that, I totally see it. Totally see it. I'm gonna have to get some sleep. I need to work tomorrow for a bit. More Pokemon hunting, night all. Yeah, absolutely, Kara. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night as well. I appreciate you stopping in, fam. And good luck tomorrow with the hunting, for real. Text me. One hell of an engineer. Yeah, he looks like it. And I'm going to have to do that. And because it's a Klingon starship, battleship, I'm going to have to Probably show Dad and see if he'd be into it. Because my dad is a Trekker through and through, and I know that because he kind of corrects me when I say Trekkie, because nobody's a Trekkie, they're Trekkers. So yeah. Here's a beautiful Goldeen by C.A. Narahara. Keep an eye out for some packs for you. I appreciate that, Kara. Absolutely. Love that Goldeen. I love that Goldeen too, man. Just so, like, everything that you think of when you think of Goldeen. And then, of course, the Sea King. Same artist, toned it down a bit, but still gorgeous underwater Pokemon. Pinocchio. Yes, it looks like Figaro. That's exactly who I was thinking of, Stpry. I was trying to be like, who's that remind me of? Can't remember the name, so I'll just let it go. But Figaro, you're right. You are right. And I think you're only missing an H somewhere in there, so. That's the cat, Figaro. Who's the goldfish in Pinocchio? Chloe? Was it just Gold? Cleo. That was so close. So close. Thank you, Nate. My own son, 20 years younger than me, correcting me on a movie that was made before I was born. Alright. Yeah, everything about that is logical. Appreciate that, fellas. Of course, I love having the endless internet at our fingertips. That's one thing I will never not get used to. Good job, Nate. Educate the old man. It'll be on the fights first grade, Dad. Yo. These arts were always unique to me. This is a Rika. Oh no, it's not. Alright, Kariko. But these were always interesting to me. I do like the art. It's just like, just kind of there. And I feel like it's ascending. Like, clearly the Star Me is on top of the water, but the Star You is underwater. Interesting. Interesting. We are getting through this stack just fine. I'm doing all this because it is good practice to prep your binder before you binder. So before stream, what I did was all the real boring stuff by going through and sorting it all out by the number and taking out all the dupes. So is that the same artist that does the ghost like that? Might be. Might be. I'm going to confirm that right now for you, brother. No. In fact, fun fact about this artist, Ghastly Evil Line, no, I know which one you're talking about, but fun fact about this artist is these are the only two cards they've done for the series, is the Star You and Star Me. I hope to see them come back, because I don't mind their art style at all. Which probably means the artist appreciation short probably would be very short. He got fired fast, or just they haven't called his name yet. He might even be like an outside artist, like maybe they hired a MAGA panel artist to come and do a couple cards or something like that. I guess further research is needed, huh? So I guess he did a bunch of Gengar sleeves, a deck box, and things like that. They look pretty cool. But yeah, these are the only 2 cards that he illustrated. I was trying to find something like a bio, but it just says that they're an artist that contributed to the series. Not this guy. We're looking up the Star You and Star Me artist. And that's from Bulba Garden. They don't really have much. But I do hope to see more from them. Interesting. Sorry, I never really do the research live, but I was curious. I think a lot of their artists are contractors who do stuff also. Yeah, what's their name? I'll find the Twitter. Not this one. It was this one here. Arai, A-R-A-I, Kariko, K-I-R-I-K-O, Kariko. Alright, Kariko. And that's what I was just gonna go, but when I open Twitter, man, everything goes so slow. Probably saw his art and invited him. That's what I assume happens in a lot of scenarios, especially with like that Palafin. Like that's a very well-known artist. Hideki Ishikawa. It was a brilliant Scyther artwork. I love it. Well, that's nothing. What is this? Oh. You know, Jinx didn't get a regular card in the set? All she got was the EX. Scyther? Yeah, I would say that he was probably one of mine too. Probably because of the story of the original Scyther card that I have and taking it from my friend when I moved here. But Scyther to me was always like the most dangerous looking Pokemon of the original 151 because he had literal knives on his arms. And so I think that's why I was kind of drawn to him. It was the way that it was like violent. And so I think I was drawn to it. She is weird, but they couldn't leave her out because she is officially 151. Kariko, their website. They have a website? Nidoking was the most dangerous looking to me as a kid. Okay, Kangaskhan was also pretty threatening, just not on their card. Alright, Alien Bet. Let me look at... Yo, that splash page art is dope, though. Like, you can definitely tell they do other stuff. They have a whole online store, yo. Yo. And I just want to... Am I frozen? Good now? Okay. Alright, yeah, just let me know if that happens, because my Wi-Fi's been blipping in and out, so... We're back, baby. Alright, excellent. I didn't move. Let me know if that happens, y'all. I'm sorry for that. I love this artwork from Electabuzz. I really do. NC Empire, of course. Which I did find out, sadly, is a team of artists, once again. It's not one singular artist. Although I do love their art. Whether it's a team effort or one individual, their art is pretty fantastic. Glad we're back. I hate when I blip like that. Go. Magmar by Toshinao. Okay. Aoki. Man, this is very interesting because in the original card, I don't know if you can see the tail that Magmar has, but this is a wicked tail that Magmar has, and I don't think I've ever saw it. Do I draw it all? I do. I do draw. I do dabble a little bit. I used to be a lot more consistent with it, so a lot of my drawing nowadays is very cartoon and very scratchy. I was thinking about starting to get back into it, and then as we go, Nate and I, we were just doing our art cards for the trick or trade packs for a lot of you, and we were drawing a little bit on those cards too. So live art show? Ooh, I could do that if you guys want to see me draw something sometime. I could do that. Because y'all inspire me like crazy to do my best work all the time. And whether that's writing a poem, reciting a poem, or drawing, creating something. And I am writing some poetry myself right now. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with all of you. I've never drawn a Pokemon. I think it'd be cool to see you do a Poke scene. Okay. Challenge accepted. I will do that. Of course, compared to yourself, which I know we shouldn't do when it comes to art. Art shouldn't be comparative. But compared to you, it's going to be very remedial. Because, y'all, if you haven't seen Stafford draw, I highly recommend it. The man can replicate any picture he sees and make it look very easy. But yeah, I think that we can make that work. Primarily because next week, sorry, not next week, but the following week, so the week after next, I'm going to be taking time off work so that I can actually go to my brother's house and watch his house. But I am going to be trying to keep up with my streaming while there. It's just going to maybe be in a different locale, but I'm probably not going to bring all of my stuff, all my cards and whatnot, so maybe that's something that we can do while I'm away, is I can do a couple drawing streams and read. Same thing when I was like 11. That was cool here, but yeah, absolutely, man, 100%. Yuyaoka. Beautiful pincer. I do have the Pokeball pincer as well. Might do a chalk drawing of Pokemon. Pick a color. Purple. Stafford says pink. Live drawing show. Yeah, that would be cool. I will definitely consider that. I'm probably one of the most diverse streamers out there. I'll do anything. You want to solve puzzles? We can do that. You want to look at art? We can do that. You want to build Lego? Yeah, I got you. You want to read? We do that too. Want to be yourself, share your thoughts, come up with theories? Welcome to PokéGhost Town. This is where you do that. And this is Takashi Nakamura. Man, this is gorgeous. You can see the muscle tone in this Taurus. Best place to be. Kind of learn to do the same thing. Excellent. Best. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you guys being here, truly. And we got our boy Magikarp jumping upstream, and then, in my opinion, one of the most incredibly daunting Gyarados cards that you could hope to see. Shading on that card is nuts, isn't it, though? Like, everything perfect. Who is this? It is Kuki. It's Kuki Setu. See, this is a perfect example why you should always recognize and never ignore your potential. Attack that does nothing. Total death. Kooky, we love him. We do love him. I know it's. I say Kooky. I hope I'm not just insulting the man. But we do love our Poncho Pikachus. If you've ever looked at a Poncho Pikachu and thought, hey, that's a great card, you can have Kooky Side 2 to thank for that. Lapras. This is Linny. Linny. Ditto. And one of the most interesting Ditto, I mean, and I cannot and refuse to insult another artist, but this is a hard one for me. I'm not sure what they're attempting to accomplish here. If anybody else knows the scene, let me know. Alright, y'all, just thought I'd drop by. I gotta get to bed because it's getting late. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Love you, Dad. Love you too, boy. And I really appreciate you being here, even if but for a second. Sleep well, and text me tomorrow. I'm curious if these are scratches. Some people make water look so good. My top 3 is Ditto. Squeaking through rocks. Okay. Reckon he could be. This is Kiyotaka Yoshiyama. Oh, it must be a scratch on the sleeve. Good night, Night. Good night. Peace, love, and Pokemon, says Nate. Have a great day, son. Well, great night, then a great day. And then, just keep repeating that cycle over and over again. We've got Pokeball Eevee. Everybody loves good Eevee. This is Narumi Soto. Narumi Sato. And then Paging Matt Gooch. Gorgeous Vaporeon from Kirisaki. Got the Vaporeon. I just always think of you when I see Glaceon, Vaporeon, or Blastoise. Which I'm sure you're not mad at, so. Gorgeous little guy. Got the Flareon also. I have not yet obtained the Jolteon Hollow from 151. I was, however, able to get the Pokeball Flareon. So, Jolteon remains the one I do not have of the evolutions. Omastar, or Omanite, and Omastar. Definitely related. From Akira Komiyama. And I just love how they're both in almost like the same place, looking in the same direction. Just one's like super chill, the other one's just like, ah! Same here, no jolt, ah. It's like morning and night. But love those cards. Alright, that's a big stack. We've gone through so much art tonight, y'all, and I appreciate you. Global warming. It's not night, the water's just cooking. We got the Kabuto, which did evolve from a fossil. By Shuichiro Shuichiro Gonjima. Now, I do know that I have a Kabutops from 151 floating around here, and it does have the amazing Christopher Hubert Houston III signature on it. That will not go in my 151 binder. That is in a piece all of its own, so I will get the Kabutops at one day. But got both for the Kabuto. Incredible Aerodactyl, done by Shinji Kanda, who I know is a lot of your favorites. Doesn't look very Shinji-y. So the hatching, the shading, like it looks like a panel right out of a comic or a graphic novel. Snorlax by Hyoganosuke. Just straight up chilling. Just straight up chilling. And Bart as well, absolutely. They deserve to be. I certainly do miss that man. I hope he's doing alright. Number 143. Getting legendary out of this gorgeous Pokeball Articuno. This is by Chibi. That was Hyoganosuke. There she is. And yes, Alien, I will always think of you when I see this Pokemon, or this artist. This is very pretty, right? See a little... Oh, I thought that was like a little town or something. Clearly it's just a rock. I got a rock! And then of course I do have the Zapdos EX. I don't know if Zapdos had a regular baby card. I do have the Moltres, which I think is just as gorgeous. This was done by Kichiro Ito. And this was done by Takuyo. Alright, let's finish it strong. Dratini, which evolves into the amazing Dragonite, Sanosuke Sukuma. I love how you can see the shadow of his fin on his tail. Really good attention to detail. Just like that. And then they went, wow, and gave us one of the most, like, colorful and beautiful pictures of Dragonair. And I've seen some pretty pictures of Dragonair, but this goes without saying, very Van Gogh to me in the sky. But this was done by Sanosuke Sukuma, still. And then Dragonite also gives me that, like, high above the earth, Goku fighting Frieza vibes. Same artist. 3 different looks. Gorgeous line. And the one with orange behind too. The one with orange. Ooh, I didn't sleep you. Dragonair. Ah, yes. I gotcha. Dragonair has wings on his head, and the newest Mega Dragonite has huge wings on his head. Yeah, I saw that too. I did see something, and maybe it was Halion that said it. Somebody said it. But why didn't they just put the wings on his back where, you know, his normal wings are? That would probably look a little bit cooler. Maybe give him a crown of these, like, blue beads that Dragonair has. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't say, like, go so far as to say I'm not a fan, but, like, to see the double wings, I do like what they did with his tail, but, yeah, it's going to take some time to get used to. Yeah, I wish the little stub wings were just replaced by the big ones. And the pearl on his tail, yes. And I will say, Alien, that if they didn't replace them on his back, they should have gotten rid of them completely. Just taken them out of the design and had the wings on his head only. Then I feel like it would have been more well-balanced and more mythical. I like everything except head wings, yeah. He drank too much Red Bull. You know, because Red Bull gives you wings. Okay. And then, my favorite Mewtwo art on a baby card form. It's just him crushing all of his surroundings with his telekinesis by Akira Igawa, of course. He can do no wrong. I like his stubby wings when they were the only ones, but they seem weird when he has bigger wings on his head. Right, like, what purpose do they serve? He can already fly super fast. Yeah, this is like tattoo worthy. Mewtwo. I couldn't pick a card art to get tattooed on me though. Alright, so now let me do this. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through these pretty quick because these are just our beautiful trainers. Although, because they are just trainers, doesn't mean we can't appreciate the glorious artwork that goes into them. Ayaka Yoshida. Have the crane arm. Anosiyuki. Have the fossil. 10,000, let someone else pick it. Ooh. Okay. Deal. When I hit 10,000 subs, y'all, I'll let the winner of the drawing that I do at 10,000 pick my Pokemon tattoo. Are you a dragon? That's funny. I don't know if I've ever, I'll draw you. Are you serious? You'll draw me a Pokemon tattoo? I would be honored to wear a tattoo designed by Halion. They better be a known friend. They better be a known friend. Yep. Dragonite incoming. Dragonite. End up with a love disc, right? Or like a Ditto. I wouldn't mind a Ditto. Klefki. See, I wouldn't even mind the Klefki. I think so. I think so. Honestly, I think that was an era of games that I missed, is how to Mega Evolve. So if anybody knows how to Mega Evolve your Pokemon in the games, let us know. Because I've only Gigantamaxed and Terrestrialized. And regular powered up. But the Megas are one that I never experienced. That is what you need, right? You need Dragonite. Kev's tattoo contest has begun. It has begun. Now we just need 10,000 subscribers and a heck of a Saturday stream. Gorgeous trainer artworks and Bicycle Road. Dragonite. That is so hard to say. Dragonite. People are going to be wondering if I'm okay. Between Alien and I, we could design a... I bet you all could. I'd be honored to wear anything designed by you as well, man. Send in the draw for tattoo. I'm gonna be covered in Pokemon, aren't I? We're gonna end up sporting a Chandelure. And I would be okay with that. Chandelure is one of my homies. Let's see, is there a ghost that I wouldn't want? Probably Basculegion is probably the ghost that I wouldn't want on me. What? Or both? Okay. That's a good idea. Back piece is one tattoo, just like all stuck nachos are one nacho. Right, like I've only got one tattoo, but it's a bodysuit. And I'm with you. You're not wrong. But I'll probably hold it to like maybe palm sized. A Noctowl with a Gengar on it. Oh. Yo, that's deep, and maybe you know why, but that's a really good idea, concept. One line tattoo just all over the body. One line starting from your foot, going to your other foot. You know, I did have that idea when I was really getting into understanding and realizing like what tattoos were. And I was fascinated and loved, let me hear you know, I love the X-Men. The X-Men are my jam. Just draw you my cat and Gengar. Oh my god, that would be adorable too. I would love to see a Gengar as a cat. Did you do that one yet, Halian? Have you seen the really old card of Snorlax sleeping in Gengar eating? I have seen that card. It creeps me out a little bit, but I have seen that card. Alright. This is my 151 entirety, Japanese. But I know what y'all came for. Here you go, Matt Gooch. Let's do another summoning here real quick. Did get the Squirtle illustration rare by Mitsuhiro Arita. Family Circus line where Billy goes to find the right bird. Finished up to Eradicate, I got you. Oh, Squirtle! Got the Squirtle. Into the Psyduck. Go way down, Fluffernoose. What? Hey. Stop. Go way down. You're okay. Take off. The Psyduck. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is very, very sweet in person. Oh, that's a cool, yeah, that's a cool card right there. I like that one. We've got the Swingin' Tangela. I know where we can go. Oh, it's not weighing me down at all, man. If anything, there's plenty of room for it. Got the Mr. Mime drinking tea or playing chess. Such creative artwork on the Psyduck, right? Like, how can you make just a Psyduck going downstairs look fascinating? I don't know if he's coming or going. But, sorry, artist Whisker. Whisker is more known for doing his illustration rare Persian from Shrouded Fable. Same artist. Kind of makes sense now, huh? Into the Mime. The Mime was done by Okachiki. Okachiki. But it perfectly encompasses the side deck because he doesn't know if he's coming or going. Yep, exactly, the side deck. What's he running from? What is he running from, I wonder? Maybe he's just trying to get to a calm place because he feels one of his exploding headaches coming on. Maybe he's trying to get away from people so he doesn't hurt them. Or maybe he's just hungry. There it is. The only more beautiful Dragonair they could have done in the set is this one right here. And this is done by Rika. Rika is very, very good with water Pokemon, ice-type Pokemon. She just knocks it out of the park every single time. He's looking for Snorlax in the food. The Mime reminds me of the park where Robin Williams used to mime. I wonder if that's a callback to it. Got a tattoo of Magneto ripping out Logan's skeleton. Get out. That's That's amazing. I love that. Oh, right. Thank you for that, Stafford. So, the X-Man that I wanted to get tattooed more than anything was Nightcrawler. But in the comic books, Nightcrawler, for those that don't know, is a teleporter. He can teleport. He can also sense mutant ability. And I wanted to get him when he teleported in the comic book, since they couldn't hear. They would write the onomatopoeia in the comic books, and it would say BAMF, which we all know what we turned BAMF into. But he would BAMF everywhere when he was teleporting, so I wanted to have him BAMFing all over my body. I drew Wolverine chalk on my checks. That's so great. Wolverine is such an icon. And then I did get a little help from Daisy. Little Daisy's help. Carnage Venom symbiotes with Dead Spider-Man and Iron Man. That's great. And I'm sure you have by now, Stafford, probably read Marvel Zombies. I think they're doing I think the What If series is going over that, but by the way, What If series, great. You see where it goes when you teleport? Exactly. Exactly. Got a BAMF. I have a What If tattoo too. Oh, a What If tattoo? You have the Watcher? Sorry, y'all, for some reason the sleeves that these came in are a little bit big. Tattoo of Deadpool killing Punisher from comic cover. That's incredible too. Okay, that one's good. Man, that's a lot of tattoos. I have a pretty good amount myself, but they all have dark undertones, kind of like you. They're all skulls. I do have a giant jester on my back also. What If Deadpool Killed Marvel Comic Universe cover. I love it. I remember that. I love the X-Men, but I follow artist Mark Silvestri. Did Wolvie the best in your opinion? And I would have to see it, but I would have to say same. I have a lot. That's just my right arm. Holy moly. I love that. I love that. I do have the Addams Family Credo tattooed on between my shoulders. A lot from past life too. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of those. I do have the Offspring skull on my chest from their Conspiracy of One album. The Offspring is probably my all-time favorite band, is what I would say. Alright. There we go. Daisy. Fumi Kitaka? A dope chest tattoo, yeah. And trust me, it's not that great, but from afar it looks pretty good. It's good from afar, but far from good. And then the big boy. Yeah, the big boy. Hold please. That's my whole left arm. That's a cool trainer. Jim Lee did the entire team the best, followed by Willis Portico and McFarlane. McFarlane is a legend. Made Spidey swinging like no other, yeah. Amazing picture, yeah. Left arm. Alright, I've got to look for something real quick. Oh, speaking of, there's my signature of the Kabuto, or Kabutops Pokeball with CHH3 signature. Definitely in my stack of top loaders that I love having. I got to go through and take a lot of these out and binder them. Because this was just supposed to be temporary. But there is one in particular thing that I happen to be looking for right now. And as I go through these stack of top loaders, all I see is memories of opening all this stuff with all of you and having a blast doing it, getting gifts from people from other streams, and feeling the love coming through from everybody that supports PokéGhost Town. And I always say this all the time, but truly want to appreciate every single one of you for believing in ghosts. It really does mean the world to me, especially starting this and not thinking that this was fixing to go anywhere. I don't understand. I guess I can look there real quick, huh? Unless I never... Voltron is awesomeness, to be quite fair. Like, yeah. Voltron is awesome. Oh, these are from... Not what I thought. That was not what I thought. Well, orange. I'm going to do something real quick. Good job, that was super great hanging out. This way. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate your patience. Sadly, we didn't find any. More from this artist, so that's a little bit odd. But I realized something we haven't done yet tonight, and we're coming up on that 3-hour mark, is we haven't read any poetry today. And somebody inspired me not too long ago to do something with my spaghetti story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read my spaghetti story tonight, and then we're going to run this giveaway that I want to do. We're just going to do one tonight, y'all. Just going to come here, go ahead and get in there, y'all. For all of you that hung out with me the entire time, sorting out my entire 151 Japanese collection. And let me know, y'all, but these have been sitting in my hitbox for a while, and we've kind of been avoiding them. And these are two of the coolest promos that I do have. From Horizon stamped. I do have these from my personal promo collection as well, and I would like to gift them to you. I was really insecure when I was young because I was fat. Hunk and the Yellow Iron taught me that you can be strong and confident despite your weight. Yellow's my favorite color. Aw, that's sweet, man. And I can say that wrestling kind of gave me that same confidence, because you can, and I mean more modern wrestling, because, you know, back in the day the body images were quite different. But then you can see people like the Earthquake. Like, that man was 600 pounds round, and he was going into the ring being a superhero. The Typhoon, Kamala, he was a huge guy, and he was out there wrestling. And even nowadays, the people of the likes of like Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, they're portly fellows, and they're out there doing it like the best of them, sometimes better. So I agree. Big Show gave me that confidence. He was, yep, giant kid, exactly. And if anybody could, it would be him. He would know about being giant, that's for sure. Him all the time. That's great. I think I was compared to him more than I used to compare myself to him. But y'all have to, well, maybe not remember because you didn't know me, but I didn't really hit my growth until probably my sophomore, junior year of high school. So I was not a tall kid, but now I'm 6'5", so come on. Just want one top loader, that's all. There we go. So one winner is going to actually get both of these. Just going to send it as is, and appreciate y'all. Still a giant. I don't fit anywhere. Trust me, I get it. I don't fit anywhere either. I am horizontally challenged, or vertically challenged. Elementary Crush said, he'd be cute if he wasn't so fat. That was a hard learner. That is a hard learner, and I wonder what they're doing nowadays. Have you ever thought of that? Because I did. So I looked it up, and you know what? She was doing terrible. I don't recommend it. I was just saying out loud. 6'5", 350. Hey, I'm 6'5" too. I'm only like 160, 180 though. She's here. Serves her right. That's what I say. That's called karma. Now, something that I need to do, y'all, and something I know Matt Gooch is going to remind me of any second now. But I have to stretch my back out, y'all. It's been a little bit of a minute, so let me do this. Go ahead and get on in there, enter in. And I will be right back. We will read my Martian poem about spaghetti. We will run this giveaway, and then I believe it'll time to say goodnight. 6'2", Hey, that's not a bad time. Time for back to the thanks, Scooch. I appreciate you. So yes, I will be right back, y'all. And again, I appreciate you guys being here. That's gonna glare the heck out of people, isn't it? There. Not that one. 5'8". About tree fitting. Alright. Appreciate you guys doing that. Go ahead and keep on entering in if you have not. Gonna give away that. I respect you having this community. Put the AWE in. Awesome. We put the on. Awesome. Put some in there too. Excellent. Alright. So, yeah, here. Alright, so I'm going to read my Martian story. Just real quick. And I appreciate you guys letting me do that. Something that I wrote a long time ago with my son. He was talking to one of my neighbors about Martians, and she was very curious to know what they would eat if they were to ever come to Earth. And my son, without thinking too much about it, was very plain in saying spaghetti. And I asked that popular question, do Martians like spaghetti? And hence this story was born. As the day fades into night, and the sun's last light has shone, we got this. Mom flips on my Martian light and leaves me there alone. Every night I lay there, I close my eyes and think, do Martians like spaghetti? I wonder what they drink. Maybe soda, maybe milk, or perhaps some juice instead. And if spaghetti's what they like, do they like garlic bread? These are things I sit and think when I'm all alone. Do you think they talk like us, or do they grunt and moan? On top of all this, I'll ask, what else do Martians like? Do they like playing hide and seek or freeze tag, go on hikes? Do they wear shirts, shoes, socks, and pants like me? Or do they all wear silver jumpsuits with a standard neckline V? Sometimes at night I search the skies and hope they show their face, and hope they eat their first meal right here at my place. When they ever come to Earth, I hope to meet them first, to tell them don't try vegetables because broccoli is the worst. Do you think they'll be well-mannered and respectful to my mother? When they leave, do you think they will abduct my little brother? I'm sure they will also have some questions about the human race, like what's the fleshy bulbous bump in the middle of our face? I will tell them that's our nose, it is there to help us smell. They'll most likely ask about the skin flaps we call ears as well. So many things I'll ask them when they finally do arrive. Do you think they fly around or have to learn to drive? Do you think they'll be super smart and have a lot to say? Because to answer all my questions will take forever and a day. Doesn't matter when they come to Earth or what they have in store. Everyone will see more clearly than they ever did before. The grass will be more green and the sky a royal blue. Do you think they make arts and crafts with Martian glitter glue? All the stars are finally out tonight, and my eyes are finally getting heavy. Tomorrow I'll ask my mom, do Martians like spaghetti? Better like garlic bread, yeah. They better. That's what I say. Who doesn't? Appreciate you guys letting me do that. Appreciate everybody getting in there. If you haven't gotten in there, get in there, !ghost. Let's see. Got 4 of you in there. Got the 5150s, Halien, and Mr. Gooch. Best of luck to y'all. Doing well, man. Do you want to get in there real quick, !ghost? Weirdos don't like cornbread. How you doing, radio? Giving away some of these promo cards. Rafa sneaking on in there. But I'm doing alright, man. I was feeling a little queasy earlier. Tummy was giving me a little trouble. But I ate a little something, I drank a little caffeine, and decided it was probably a good idea to have a nice little short stream. So, I figure 3.5 hours is pretty short for me for a Saturday. So, excellent. See you in there. Alright, let's go ahead and close it up. We'll run it. And close. deposit staffer. Alright. Yeah, Mad Gooch, no shot. Congratulations, Mad Gooch. 1515, you have won the Sprigatito and the Fuecoco Promo Horizons cards. Congratulations, Matt. I might have a bag for you. But just in case. You're a vintage guy. Come on. I'm gonna have to send you my card for Matt to add because he won't send his address. You can do that. That's fine. I'll make sure he gets it. Can't believe you wouldn't want that amazing Blastoise you have for him. Oh well. Sorry, y'all, just doing the card for him real quick. The more I do now, the less I have to get done later, and I'm not going to be putting things off when it comes to the mail anymore. As best I can, y'all, because it does get pretty pricey. So I do try to get it out as often as possible. You know, I gotta say, this is probably my favorite one of these that I've ever done. Just like the way the horns look. There you go, Mr. Mac. Still gonna finish Young Goods 2 tonight, but we're absolutely glad I'm here with you. Oh, man, I appreciate you being here, Rafa, for real. I really do. Probably the second don't have DM or email from you. Thought I gave it to you, Alien, didn't I? Or did I mean to and never send it? Yeah, that could be Gooch. I would double check, but appreciate you being here. And curious if there happens to be anyone on right now. Is there anyone on right now? Who's on? It's Saturday night. There's got to be people, huh? about to try and go eat something. I'll see you fine people around in stream. Yep, absolutely. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, Halien. Go and enjoy your eats. And, yeah, we'll see you around for sure. Let's raid Pokéjamas. We can do that. It is pretty late. So if y'all want to go and, unless that's an actual stream, man, unless you're saying, like, let's go raid our pillows. Like, we could do that. If that is an actual streamer, I have never heard of them, and that is a very clever name. Raid the pillow stream. Yeah, I can get down with that sometimes. I think that I'd be down with that. Of course, I do know that Mr. J likes to stream super late, but I don't know if anybody's on. I just always like to share the love if we can, because honestly, normally when we raid, I hang out, you know, for a little bit, but normally it's like, hey, here's my people, okay, I'm going to bed, love you, good night. Oh, can we do it back to back? I guess we can do it back to back. I'm not even gonna look. Yeah, we can do it back to back. Why not? Hollow Hunters are streaming. They're the homies. We can do that. I know we're not mighty, but we can go and raid them. Sometimes CBR, cardboard robot, yeah. And I don't know if they're on. We absolutely can. But these are my go-tos. And tonight just feels like a Hollow Hunters kind of night. Because even after I leave here, I'm probably gonna grab my beverage and hunker down in their stream. But y'all have a beautiful rest of your night. I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank y'all for being here and just doing the extra most bestest. Remember to go out and get everything that you set out to get, y'all. Don't let anything stop you. But it takes $0 to be a good person. So please do everything through peace, love, and Pokemon. And thank you all for believing in ghosts. Let's go raid, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night. Yes, we will see you on Monday night for bedtime stories. I will see you all. Peace out.